Hello and welcome back to Good Morning with me, Misti B. So glad that you guys are tuning in today. You know, we are gearing up for Juneteenth. You know, that's a big celebratory event, especially for us Texans. And today I have someone in the studio. Her name is Kneco Walker, and you have to stay tuned to hear about her story. It's a very, very inspirational. And you know, I promised you guys when I started the show, transparency, authenticity, genuineness, and inspiration. Kneco lost her son last year, June 2020, at 17 years old. No, it was not related to COVID. He just died unexpectedly. And you know, most people who lose a child, it's a struggle to bounce back and to continue on with your life. Kneco not only is continuing on with her life, she's actually started a foundation in honor of her son to give back to the youth. She wanted everything that he ever was. He was an amazing dreamer. He was a great athlete, all these great things. And she wanted to make sure that other children knew that their dreams could be caught. Catch that. Their dreams could be caught too. The name of his foundation is the Trey Thomas Dream Catchers Foundation. We are going to talk more with Kneco Walker about her son and about her upcoming Juneteenth event right after this break.
Move up at Ron Carter Cadillac. Drive the new 2021 Cadillac XT4 Luxury Collection for only $319 a month. The new 2021 Cadillac XT5 Luxury Collection for only $399 a month. Both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase either and enjoy 1.9% APR for 60 months plus bonus cash. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. Ron Carter Cadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back, my love bugs. I have Miss Kneco Walker and Phillip Walker here in the studio with me today to talk about the Trey Thomas Dream Catchers Foundation. Now tell me, what is the foundation all about?
So the foundation is about promoting opportunities for at-risk youth.
Okay.
We are going to start a cross-peer mentoring program where I'm going to go in and I will prepare peers or youth with best practices as far as like mentoring. So that would be the first part. So it's more like a coaching and developing of the mentors first. And then in the fall of 2022, that's when I want to start the peer mentoring. So it'll kind of be like tiered. It will start with, I'll have college students and they will mentor students in high school. And then those students in high school will mentor an 8th grade student in the area.
And Kneco, what made you start this foundation?
So last June, my son, Trey Thomas, passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
And he had a rare kidney disease, but the actual disease didn't cause his death. The treatment that he was getting caused blood clots, so he ended up passing from a blood clot. Okay. Well, when he passed, he was getting like so much like coverage, like people were just coming out to support and say all these good things about him. So with that, they decided to, Missouri City decided to proclaim June 18th Trey Thomas Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. Like I was like all over the place. I couldn't believe it. When they first came to us about it, I was like, this has to be a joke. Because he was such a young kid. He passed when he was 17 years old.
Okay.
So we just were like, okay, well, what can we do to keep on promoting the things that he promoted? So he was like a star athlete. AP student, like great grades. But the main thing that everyone said about him was how he impacted their lives and how he impacted the community.
Wow.
So we wanted to keep on, right now we're trying to keep on pushing that mindset and just support the community as best way as we can.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
You took something that could be seen as a tragedy, and most probably would, and you made it so positive. Wow. So when you're looking for these at-risk youth or the youth who want to be a part of this program, how do they join?
So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to start with the baseline of, so my son was a graduate, he would have been a graduating senior this year.
Okay.
So the kids that I'm going to look at in college are going to be mainly his friends to start off
Okay.
with. I decided to pick them because I feel like they're going to be really, really passionate about what we're trying to do. And I think that'll be more effective as far as mentoring the kids within their community and at the school that they were already at.
Awesome. Okay, so when does it start? When are you officially launching it?
So I'm officially launching the actual mentoring fall 2022.
Okay.
But I'm going to start with the coaching and development of the youth and picking the students that I want. I'll start that part in January 2022.
Okay. Now, Philip, I haven't said anything to you. You just sitting here looking all nice in your blue suit. Trey was your nephew, obviously.
Yes, ma'am.
So what role will you be taking in the foundation?
In the foundation, I'm just a board member.
You're just a board member.
Just a board member. My sister and the other board members, they really have taken this on really, really hard. And me personally, I have a lot of other things going on. And those guys and girls do a wonderful job.
Okay.
I mean, they do a phenomenal job with setting up everything. Everybody's really come together to make this thing work. Even the Trey's friends. I mean, they've been big support and advocates for my sister. They come and visit her all the time.
Okay.
It's just been wonderful. The community has really come together to put the Dreamcatchers Foundation together, and we're having fun with it.
I love that. Why Dreamcatchers? And let me tell you why I asked that.
Okay.
So I've started several businesses, okay? I've failed at a lot of them. I've had one successful one, but my very first one was, maybe my third one, was Dream Out Loud.
Oh, wow.
And it was a coaching program.
Okay.
And I wanted to coach young girls how to just be confident in themselves, etc. So when I saw that your son's foundation, that you named the Dreamcatchers, I'm just curious why that.
So I decided to call it the Dreamcatchers because one of my cousin Ryan, one of his good friends, he played college football. And then he kind of started getting into like acting and things like that. So and modeling. So one of the sayings he said was, "We don't chase dreams, we catch them."
I like that.
And my son just took to that saying. So my son followed him on Instagram and things like that. And my son just took to the saying. So when I was starting to try to think of something to add to it, I said, this is it. Because that was my son's mindset. Like, whatever it is, I'm gonna get it.
I love that.
You know, so one of the things, he was a national long jump champion.
Okay.
He would go to the Junior Olympics, and I could just remember him, how he would work so hard up until the time of the event. And that was his whole life. Like, I'm not gonna just chase the dreams, I'm gonna actually catch what I'm trying to do and make the best out of my opportunity.
I like that.
Yeah,
now let me ask you
he's
this:
a
have
good
you
kid.
guys ever seen a dream catcher?
Are those the little?
So I was in Alaska late last year on Food Network. Long story. We talk about that later. But when we were, so Alaska has a lot of Native Americans, a lot, and I love doing whenever I travel, I love going into the community, and they have the Native Americans would make an authentic dream catcher. And so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna donate this to the first 10 people. And so what it is, it's they weave it together, and has different feathers and things of that nature. And the goal of it, or the intention is, it has like because it's weaved together, has webs, and you speak your dreams into it.
Oh, wow.
And your dreams get caught. And the goal is that any negative energy passes through.
That's awesome.
That is, yeah. So
Yeah,
I want
really
to,
beautiful.
the first 10 people, let me start there.
Okay.
The first, look, I don't want to overcommit, but the first 10, I would love that. And then I would even love to come in and speak to them about that and tell them the purpose of it and the origination of it. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
it's so
that's
dope.
beautiful.
Now, I know you have an event coming up, Juneteenth.
Yes. So, since Missouri City proclaimed June 18th Trey Thomas Day, we said, y'all, we have to do something. Like, we have to do something. The community's fired up. Like, anytime we have anything, people come out. So we did like balloon releases, football games, all these things, and we're like, okay, what can we do? So we decided to pick June 19th because that's the Saturday this year. Next year it'll be on the June 18th because that'll be a Saturday. And we're basically just bringing the community out. We're going to have food trucks, vendors. We're going to give away scholarships. We'll have city councilmen coming in, State Representative Ron Reynolds. All of those people are coming in to just to support the community.
Hold on, Kneco. I want to talk more about this, but we got to go to a quick break, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Guys, we are going to be right back to learn more about Kneco's Juneteenth event right after this.
Up at Ron Carter Cadillac with the new 2021 XT6 luxury collection with standard third row seating for just $459 a month for 39-month lease with only $1 down, or purchase and receive 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $2,500 bonus cash. Gulf Freeway just 2 minutes south of the Beltway. Test drive the new 2021 Escalade today at Ron Carter Cadillac.
Smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm a part of the prenatal care club now, taking all my STD tests.
Did you know your doctor's required by law to test you 3 times for syphilis and HIV?
Yes, my husband and I are making sure I get all 3 tests.
Good. Testing is the key to preventing congenital syphilis.
And good prenatal care is your first labor of love.
Glad to hear your husband is so involved.
Thank you. Yes, taking all my STD tests for syphilis is important to both of us. My prenatal promise is to prevent a stillbirth or miscarriage. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back. I'm still here with Kneco and Phillip, and we're going to continue to learn more about this upcoming Juneteenth event. Okay, so finish telling me. So you have State Representative Ron Reynolds coming. Okay. What else? What else? You tell me. What else is going on?
Food trucks.
Oh. Yeah, you know you're speaking my language with that one, but okay, go ahead. Food.
Food trucks. We'll have vendors there. We're going to also have where I call it a youth entrepreneur section. One of the things we're really trying to promote is community services practices amongst youth, and then also youth, I guess, ownership or accountability for the things that they're doing. So there's going to be a whole little section, or a whole big section for our youth to display some of the things that they do.
Yes, so you've been setting these kids up for success.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Adults. What are the adults going to be doing?
So we will have some adult vendors. We'll have, they'll be able to come out and register on our website so they can stay updated on different events that we're going to be doing. And then also trying to promote volunteer work with them, but I really want to focus on the volunteering with the young kids. Okay. So. And
what time is it?
From 2 to 6.
At Kitty Hollow Park?
Kitty Hollow Park, right off of Highway 6 in Missouri City.
What are you doing for the sun? For the heat, so for those who want to know.
Yeah, so we're bringing fans out. The good thing though is that we rented the 2 pavilions that are side by side. Okay. So there will be a shaded area. We have Kona Ice coming out to do like the snow cones. Okay. Just little things like that. Water stations. Water stations.
Can I get a fan? No, I'm joking. I do want to ask you this. I'm so silly. I do want to ask you this as well. How many people are you expecting?
What do you think?
We've been estimating anywhere probably from maybe 500 to 800 people.
Oh wow! And this is the inaugural event, correct?
Yes,
the very first one.
Very first one.
Okay. And if this goes well, and it sounds like it is, do you plan to make this an annual event?
Yes, ma'am. It is going to be annual.
Absolutely. Now, Phillip, I did not get a chance to ask you. Trey was your nephew. So, what does the foundation mean to you?
Well, what the foundation means to me is it's simple, and I'm going to try to sum this up as quickly as I can because I'm long-winded.
I'll cut you off if need be.
That's awesome. Well, as she said, the main thing that people expressed about Trey was his impact, right?
Okay.
So a lot of times when people go through life, and it's just my perspective and how I see things, people want to leave a good impact on people. People want to leave somewhat of a legacy, want to be remembered. A lot of times when this happens, people realize this later on in life.
Right, he did it at such a young age.
Yes, people realize this later on in life, or if they have some scarce event that happens and they say, wow, I need to, what have I done with my life? And they look themselves in the mirror and they say, hey, I want people to remember me. What am I going to be remembered for? So what Trey did, it was so organic. Right?
Okay.
It was so organic, and the impact he left behind with people and just like the whole community, everybody. A lot of times, you don't have a chance to impact your peers as well as people that's not even your peers. Myself, I was impacted by Trey because he was just the kind of kid that never let anything bother him. He was so positive. And for me, that's what Trey represented. And it's just awesome that even now, during this tough time for everybody, as she's mentioned, we have turned this around, a tragedy, into something that's magnificent, and that's what the foundation means to me.
I love,
That's beautiful.
honey, I can't wait to get a hug for the both of y'all. That's amazing though, because you did do that. Any words that you would give to a mother who has lost a child?
Even after losing a child, there aren't many things that you can still say. I'm here for you. Let me know if you need anything, and how can we support each other? And that is probably what I would say and what I've had to say. Trey was not the only youth within this year that was close to us that passed. He played on a little league football team, the Fresno Gators, and within a year's time, they actually lost 5 team members.
In high school?
All 5 were in high school. All 5. I think one young man was a 9th grader. One mother lost 2 children.
Wow.
Right there in the Missouri City, Fort Bend community. So there's still not many words that you can say. But for me, what I want I want my actions to show that it'll be okay. And that's one thing that I prayed for when my son passed. I remember I was just standing there and I said, God, please let me be the light that you want people to see. And he has definitely been helping me and moving me in that direction. Everybody's like, you're so strong, you're so strong. And I'm like, well, no, it's not that. I feel that I have a purpose. And that purpose is to guide people to understand that everything will be okay. So that's more so not necessarily something to say, but I would like for people to see me in a light that helps them and promotes them to just feel good about their situations and everything that they have going on.
So can I have a vulnerable moment?
Yes.
I feel like I'm sitting here with Gandhi. Like, you were just so enlightened. I'm so serious.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy because, like, look, we have another older brother, and of course I'm the youngest, and she's the middle child. And I can tell you this for sure. She's a lot tougher than me and my brother.
And you're supposed to be the weirdo.
With this whole thing, she's been an inspiration for me because she's been so strong. And she's like this with all these kinds of situations, no matter what it is. And it's just been an inspiration. I can see where Trey got it from. Absolutely.
Well, Kneco Gandhi. No, but seriously, thank you. Like, thank you for coming in. Thank you for bringing awareness. And thank you for giving back, for turning your pain into purpose.
Thank you.
Like, thank you so much for that. We truly appreciate it. Everybody, make sure that y'all come in and check out her event Juneteenth. That's this Saturday from, what's the time again?
2 to 6 p.m.
2 to 6 p.m. in Missouri City, Texas at Kitty Hollow Park. We are going to be right back after this break.
Move up at Ron Carter Cadillac. Drive the new 2021 Cadillac XT4 Luxury Collection for only $319 a month. The new 2021 Cadillac XT5 Luxury Collection for only $399 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase either and enjoy 1.9% APR for 60 months plus bonus cash. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back. I am so grateful for those guests. Like, everyone had to be inspired after listening to their story. Like, who has ever dealt with death that well? You know, she talked about dream catchers and her son, the reason that she named her foundation Dream Catchers Foundation. And I shared my tidbit about actually a dream catcher that I had a chance to purchase when I was in Alaska filming the Great Food Truck Race. And if you've never heard of a dream catcher, I really, really want you guys to go and research it. I would love to give you a great explanation, but instead I'm going to give you Misti's explanation. From what I understand about it, it's something that Native Americans decided to create. And again, it's something, it's going to be a circle. It's going to have these amazing feathers, and it's weaved together. And you literally speak into this. You speak your dreams, what it is that you want to come to fruition in your life. You don't let any negative energy come into this, okay? So you only speak into it when you're feeling really, really positive. I know a young lady here in Houston. Her name is Deidre Mathis. She is the owner of Wonder Stay Hotels. And the first Black-owned, what does she own? Her first Black-owned hostel in the States. And you know, she's traveled a lot. She's been on every single continent. And she and I had a chance to go to brunch a few months ago. And she told me that every single continent she's been on, guess what? She always tries to find a dream catcher or some resemblance of a dream catcher. So I want you guys to make sure you go out and research this. And say your dreams have already come to fruition. That's completely okay. What I want you to do is to give it to someone else. If you know someone has a dream, bless them with a dream catcher. If you have an inspiring story that you want to share with me, if you know of someone who has an inspiring story, make sure that you email us at info@americanstartv.com and make sure you're following us on social because we have some dope people that we bring into the studio, okay? Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.